Hey guys, my name is Miss Jierski, and I'm going to be reading for you today, After the Fall, How Humpty Dumpty Got Back Up Again. So if you remember this original story of Humpty Dumpty sat on the wall, Humpty Dumpty had a great fall. So this is kind of his redemption story, how he, after his fall, gets back up again. So let's check it out. It's got really awesome pictures too. After the Fall, How Humpty Dumpty Got Back Up Again. My name's Humpty Dumpty. This was my favorite spot, high on the wall. I know, it's an odd place for an egg to be, but I loved being close to the birds. Then one day, I fell. I'm sort of famous for that part. Folks called it the Great Fall, which sounds a little grand. It was just an accident, but it changed my life. So there's the wall where he used to go and sit. Fortunately, all the king's men managed to put me back together again. Well, most of me. There were some parts that couldn't be healed with bandages and glue. It looks like he's a little bit scared of heights now. If you notice up at the top there by his bed, he's got all his drawings of birds. So he really likes birds. That was his favorite part of sitting up on the wall. After that day, I became afraid of heights. I was so scared that it kept me from enjoying some of my favorite things. You see in the pictures, he can only reach the bland, boring boxes of cereal because all the bright, fun, colorful cereals are up on the top. Poor Humpty Dumpty. I walked past the wall every day, and I would think about climbing the ladder again. I really miss the birds and being high above the city, but I could never do it because I knew that accidents can happen. I eventually settled for watching the birds from the ground. It wasn't the same, but it was better than nothing. Then one day, an idea flew by. Making planes was harder than I thought. It was easy to get cuts and scratches, but day after day, I just kept trying and trying. Until I got it just right. So he decided if I can't be by the birds, I'm gonna make my own bird to watch fly. It's a pretty one. My plane was perfect and it flew like nothing could stop it. I hadn't felt that happy in a long time. It wasn't the same as being up in the sky with the birds, but it was close enough. Unfortunately, accidents happen. They always do. That's the wall where he used to sit and watch the birds, and that's his bird airplane way at the top. I almost walked away again, but then I thought about all the time I'd spent working on my plane and all the other things I'd missed. I decided I was going to climb that wall. But the higher I got, the more nervous I felt. I didn't want to admit it, but I was terrified. So right here you see the bird stuck on the wall. And then this is Humpty Dumpty, awfully scared, climbing back up. He's facing his fears. I didn't look up. I didn't look down. I just kept climbing. One step at a time. Until I was no longer afraid. Now remember back in his bedroom all the pictures of the birds, and remember how much he loved to go sit on the wall and watch the birds. That's important. Watch what Maybe now you won't think of me as that egg who was famous for falling. Hopefully you'll remember me as the egg who got back up. So if you notice here, his shell's starting to crack and something's starting to happen, come out of his shell. And more are about to come out of his shell. What do y'all think's about to happen? Let's see. Maybe you'll remember me as the egg who got back up. He's coming out of his shell again. What's he turning into? And learned how to fly. I love that ending, and I love that he wasn't afraid anymore, and he faced his fear, and it turned out great, and he became something that he loved more than anything, was the birds that he liked to watch. So hopefully this story will inspire you. If there's something that you're facing, that you're afraid of, and that you just need to try again, that just like Humpty Dumpty did, you'll get back up again and face it. So I hope you like this book, and if you take the AR quiz, it's a 2.6 level. So good luck.